Hey everybody, welcome to the show. You know where you are, the 9 at 9 with me, Tigo. And you know it's the third Wednesday of the month, and that means we've got somebody very special coming up. And we're talking to my buddy Josh Koerpel. He's traveling cross country on his motorcycle. Oh my goodness, we got to get a GoPro on that bike. Think of the stories this man can tell. But the question is, he's not a travel agent. That's not why he's out there. He's not looking for great travel experiences for you. He's meeting people. So let's talk with him about understanding people and understanding exactly why he's on the road anyway. All right, sit right there. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Yeah, you heard me right. We're going to talk with my buddy Josh Koerpel. We're going to talk about him being out there on the road. What we're really going to talk about is all the people he's interacting with. Come on now. It's all about the people. Hey, Josh, what's happening?
What's up, Tigo? Good to be here again.
What on
Love
you?
it.
Yeah, man. You're traveling cross country. You left Florida. You're somewhere, out west, out there somewhere. And now you're moving on. I think you said something about Amarillo, Texas coming up. You're going to California, Route 66. You're bringing back my childhood. Yes, I'm dating myself. Y'all shut up. But you're bringing back my childhood. Is it about the cities and the wonderful landscapes, or is it about the people, man?
100. Well, I shouldn't say 100%. It is partially about the landscapes and the cities and the places and the experiences, but a lot of times those experiences are dictated by the people. It is my favorite part of traveling, hands down. In fact, it's the reason that I do this couch surfing idea so much. It's because you can stay with strangers, the locals, along the way, and get to know them and get to understand a little bit more about a place and really just see it from a local perspective. I absolutely love that.
So when you meet people at a local Starbucks, or you're sitting down for breakfast, or you're couch surfing, and people say, "All right, young man, what are you doing out here? What's going on? How do they accept and bring in this whole journey that you're on?"
Well, first of all, I say I don't have an answer to that question. I have no idea what I'm doing. But honestly, like as soon as you tell them that you rode the motorcycle from a place like New York and now I'm in Texas, people are fascinated by that, and they all have their own reasons to travel, and I feel like they project those wants and desires and stuff onto your trip. So it's pretty interesting, like what people kind of talk about and ask you, and sometimes they want to get a picture with the bike, and so it's like that's how they accept it. It's especially with the work online part, because I mean probably 50% of the people, as soon as I tell them that I'm taking a year and I'm riding around the country on a bike, they're like, "What are you, like somebody sending you money? You trust fund baby? Like what is this?" And I say, "No, I'm actually working. I have my own stuff and I'm working online. I just need an internet connection." And then they get it, they make the connection, and I feel like they there's part of them really wants to try that too. So
See, that makes me want to go out, rent an RV, and spend the rest of the summer just going from fishing bank to fishing bank with my laptop next to me. Seriously. I know my brother will be in. He loves to fish. It would be awesome. It would be awesome. Okay, I'm in my own dream, thinking about my own trip. Back to the interview. What's the most interesting? Give me a couple of examples of the most interesting people you've been meeting out there.
Well, it depends. Like, it's also like the whole idea of understanding people
Mm-hmm.
um, makes me a better communicator in my in I mean, that's really why I'm doing it, because it's great to meet these people and understand their stories and stuff. But a long time ago, when I was a kid, I heard a quote. I never forgot it. It was like, the most intelligent people in the world are the ones that can see something from the most points of view. And that's exactly what this kind of traveling does. It exposes you to all these multiple different points of view and facets of life, and then you can better understand and accept when you are in a situation that you don't, you're a little bit uncomfortable, and you can navigate your way out of it. So so I would say, like, some of these couch surfers have been really cool. I ended up staying with the photographer for the Rolling Stones for a while. I stayed like
Wow.
1 or 2 nights, and actually helped him with a video of his. He was doing a Kickstarter project, so I helped him film the video. uh,
Nice.
I stayed with a couple of like massage therapists, yoga teachers. I stayed with a guy by the name of Rohit, who at like noon waited for me to get there. I showed up, and he had this whole tea ceremony thing set up, and we sat there and for like an hour drank all of this tea, and he explained to
Wow.
me like how it all works and stuff. And then I actually also, like, I'm pretty sure that I stayed just maybe a week ago with myself in 25 years. The guy, like, was just he was just a really smart dude that had all these wide interests, everything from making electronic music to photography to radio related stuff, to math and science and physics, astrophysics. I mean, it was
Wow.
awesome. So anyway, those are the kinds of people that you get to be exposed to.
So many people are going, wow, I'd love to do that, blah blah blah. But in a way, they have these blinders on in their own lives, right where they are, and they don't understand the people that are right around them in their immediate circle that could help them on their journey, or they could help those people on their journey. What do you say to people that need to take those blinders off, man?
Yeah, I think that the reason that we don't approach people that are just around us all the time is because you end up being fairly judgmental, um,
Mhm.
and stereotyping them. Coming to a conclusion about someone immediately and being like, I don't want to talk to that person. But the reality is, and this trip is challenging my beliefs on that, is it's opening my eyes to the fact that I cannot judge somebody by the way that they look. Like, for instance, it broke down. I was telling you that this breakdown happened in the middle of
Mhm.
nowhere, Texas, and I ended up sleeping on the repair shop floor for 2 nights. And these guys that owned the shop, they, on the surface, they look like just southeast Texas hillbillies. They making moonshine and shooting off guns and stuff. Really, like, just hardcore. But
Wow,
they
something from
were,
a movie.
yeah, but I'll tell you, man, they were super smart, very intelligent, articulate, and they they understood that people judged them, but they didn't care at all. They did their thing. They were perfectly happy with it, and I love meeting people like that, because it really is. It just reminds me of my own humanity and my own, like, willingness to accept people and get to know them, instead of just like saying, oh man, that guy has one tooth. I'm not going to talk to him, kind of.
Wow. My great grandmother, she passed at 117. And we used to do our family reunions on her birthday. The presidents would call and blah, 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 because she was really up there in age. And back then, it was very rare to live past 100. And the one thing she wanted to make sure all of us knew was that everybody put their pants on and their shoes on, one shoe at a time, one leg at a time. She kept pushing us that. And I never understood what she meant. And then when I got into business and there was somebody I wanted to meet or whatever, I would, talk myself out of it. It's like, oh no, he'd never talk to me. She never looked my way. And I could hear my great grandmother, Ma Winnie, in my ear going, that child put his pants on one leg at a time, one shoe at a time, get your butt across the room and go and talk to him. You're
Exactly.
crossing the country. People won't cross the room right now. Talk to him, Josh.
Yeah, no, exactly. You find that it's like when you're when I was in high school and you wanted to ask a girl out, like you don't say no for the girl, right? You go out there and you do it, And if she says no, great. There's a possibility that she says yes, but don't say no for them.
Ah,
And so I found that exact thing. You just go and talk to people. There, everybody has the same. Somebody told me once, like everybody is like afraid of something, loves something, and has lost something. If you
oh yeah.
remember that, then everybody's sort of like on the same playing field.
You know, Alan runs our show. You know, I love my brother, but I swear his clock is faster than anybody else's clock. There is no way we're out of time already. Please tell people how they can follow you out on this road trip. Come on, let's talk to them.
Yep, joshkoerpel.com. That's KOERPEL.com. You can sign up. I've got an email list. I send out emails with photos and videos and stories and stuff, and then also on social media, Facebook and Instagram, under the same name.
Man, you be careful out there. I thank you for hanging out with us these past 3 months. We love following you on your journey. I can't wait to see what's next. I'm going to talk this young man into doing a documentary. Watch me. I can't wait to see what's coming next. You are amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Right back at you, Tigo. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, everybody. Now, if you didn't have a pen, you know, if you couldn't write it down, you know what to do. Go to tigodirect.com, type in Josh. He's coming up. You could probably type in motorcycle and he comes up, but he's going to be there. It costs nothing to you. It costs nothing to him, but it's a way for you guys to be able to get connected, and we keep this momentum going because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Experts talk. We listen and we keep moving forward. I hope you enjoyed this episode. You know, I want you to come back next time. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you next time. See you soon.